Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. For the new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. For the viewers, thank you for clicking this video. So in today's video guys, I'm going to be breaking down this liquidity strategy that is going to help you pass your next challenge. Now guys, this strategy is purely price action, right? So there is no smart money concepts, there is no ICT concepts, there is no fair value gaps, turtle soup or anything like that. This is purely price action guys. Alright, let's jump straight into it. Now guys, the pattern we're actually going to be using is called the inside bar false breakout. Now this pattern is literally the opposite of an engulfing or a bearish candle. And what I mean by this is the first candle is the biggest candle, right? The second candle is now smaller and inside the previous candle, right? So as you can see, the body and the wick is bigger than the second candle, right? So once you see these two candles guys, then we have a harami pattern. Now the next step is now to literally draw a line at the top or at the bottom, right? That is where the liquidity is, right? So essentially the inside bar basically tells you that, hey, there is indecision in the market and likely price will fake you out somehow, some way before going the right way, which it did in this particular case, as you can see. So price came, faked everyone out thinking, oh yeah, it's buying, and then price now sells, right? So now this particular pattern guys, is best to use this pattern in the daily time frame or the 4-hour time frame, but mainly in the daily time frame. The reason for this is because guys, you know, the daily time frame is like bigger candles, right? So you actually catch more pips. Now guys, you can use this candlestick pattern literally on any time frame. You just have to know when and where to use it, if you get me, right? Now let me give you guys another example again. Let me give you guys from the actual book, right? So this book is called The Candlestick Trading Bible. I've told you guys to read this book, right? So this book is very, very important, right? So essentially this is exactly how price works. Price gives you that harami pattern. The first candle is the biggest, the second candle is inside the previous candle, then there's a fake out, then boom, your entry is right there, and then, you know, price sells. Now as you can see, your entry is like literally below here, but I will show you guys how to actually catch an early entry literally at the top of this wick right there, like at the top right there, right? So let me break it down for you. So what we're actually going to be using guys is called, right, we're going to be using NZDJPY to explain this. So let me show you guys a trade that I actually entered because of NZDJPY and because of this harami pattern, right? So when it comes to the harami guys, like I told you guys, what I wait for is this big candle. As you can see, this was the big candle. Then the next candle was now the candle that is very small and it's inside the previous candle, right? So as you can see, this candle, this pink candle here, is inside this white candle, which creates the harami pattern. Now once you see this pattern on your daily time frame, the next step guys is to mark a line literally below that wick right there, boom, right? So this is where the liquidity zone is. So essentially you're waiting for price to go below that zone, then you find your entry. Now when it comes to finding your entry guys, I wait for the first entry candle, right? So I don't wait for the second or third, it's the first one, right? So essentially what I mean by this is once you have marked that liquidity zone, you wait for price to go below it. So in this case here, price actually came below it the first time, then gave a candle stick pattern right here, which is the evening star. You could have taken this, right, if you wanted to, but as you can see, you might get stopped out, depends on how your stop loss is. But guys, for me personally, you know, what I did was I actually saw that price came here, poked out the first time, then I seen this engulfing candle here, and then I waited for price to go in a retracement, which it did, and then I placed my entry right there, my stop loss right there, and I actually held this trade. And this trade, it took me out at 1-to-1 risk to reward right there, but it is what it is. Let's see how price does develop. But this is the first example. Now the second example guys, I'm actually currently in this trade, right? I'm actually risking 1,500 in this trade, so I'm putting my money where my mouth is, right? So like I said guys, you have to decipher when to use this strategy. So when it comes to using the strategy guys, as you can see, price was literally breaking and retesting here on this, you know, zone that it broke. So if you draw a line, you can see boom, boom, and then again, boom, right? So with that being said, basically what happened here was the daily time frame came, it gave this candle here, this tall candle. Then the next day, price did sell, but it never went below or above the previous candle. So because it did not do that, then this is called a harami pattern. So the next step is now for you to draw a line literally under that previous candle and wait for price to go below that line, give you an entry, and then you buy, right? Now in this particular case here, you would have actually found your entry literally right here. So once price crossed below the line, which it did a little bit, it came, gave this pattern, and then gave a nice bullish engulfing. You would have taken your early entry here. As you can see, I did take a very late entry by like 4 hours or 5 hours, right? But it is what it is. But as you can see, this is exactly how you would find your entry and how you would use this liquidity strategy to pass your challenge. So let's assume you did, use this strategy and then you found an entry right there and your stop loss was literally like right there. So 10 pips. Right now you would have been up 3.55% or 3% depending on your RR. But this is essentially how it works, guys. So this is how you use the strategy. So right now, guys, I'm waiting for price to literally go test this area again, boom, and then do what it do before it now goes up here. But essentially, guys, this is how you use the liquidity strategy, right? Purely price action, guys, using the harami pattern, or we call it the inside bar false breakout, right? So more videos to come, guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video and you gained a lot of value from this. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.